I'm Heather from Here Booktubes, and today is my May anticipated releases. These are mostly romances, but this month's not completely romances. Often I have a very heavy indie romance leaning anticipated releases, and this one is much more of a mixed bag than usual, so this is what I've got for you. This video is coming out on May 3rd, and the first books I have to talk about are coming out on May 3rd. So if any of these ones interest you, they're available today. The first one is The Murder of Mr Wickham by Claudia Gray. This was brought to my attention by Mara at Books Like Whoa. She read an arc of this. She gave it like 3 stars. This is the characters of Jane Austen, if all of them were together, and then Mr Wickham, who is kind of an infamous villain in Pride and Prejudice, were to show up dead, and then one of the characters is the murderer. So it's kind of a closed circle mystery, I think, but not necessarily. Like, I think they can leave. I don't know. I don't remember what all she said. I think she said that if you don't read a ton of mysteries, you might enjoy this more. So I am still really very interested in it. I love Jane Austen, I love Pride and Prejudice, and I grew up reading mysteries and would like to tiptoe my way back into it, so I'm very interested in this one. Next is Book of Night by Holly Black. This is the author of The Cruel Prince, which I loved that trilogy. This one I saw Rumi's Digest. I saw that Christine read this in a vlog, and she said that she's seen a lot of people not pleased with it, so she was going in with low expectations and actually really enjoyed it. There is steam on page, there is a romance, but it's not super, like, it's not as much as you might get in an actual romance novel. And this is, if you like the political machinations in Cruel Prince, then you will probably like this one. It is adult, it is in the modern world, I believe, but I am very interested. Next I have A Bargain with the Fae King by Megan Van Dyke. I don't know if this is indie or not. She almost killed her sister by accident, and the only thing that's helping her is these dreams she's having of a Riven, a shadowed man who's become her confidant. When her little sister is taken by animalistic dark fae, Leah journeys to Fairy, desperate to save her. She comes face to face with shocking truths. Riven is real, he's not human, and in fact he's the king of the forest fae. They strike a bargain, he'll help her save her sister, she'll be his consort. Not as easy as they expected, it reignites a conflict, their relationship blossoms, and they get entangled in bitter rivalries and political power plays. I feel like most people don't know this about me because, again, I haven't really read fantasy much on my channel since starting my channel, but I love political intrigue in my fantasy novels, like especially with a romance. I love it. Give me all those court politics, trying to outsmart people. I do definitely prefer when the main character is the one outsmarting. Like, that's definitely what I like. But then also, the last one for May 3rd is Fire in His Fingertips, Volume 3. This is shows all of the things on page steamy manga. I own the first 2 books. It is not available digitally. I do have this one pre-ordered, and I am looking forward to reading it. It's a firefighter. They've been friends since childhood, and he has to rescue her from a burning building in the first volume, and that kind of is what tips them from friends to more. So it's very good. At the end of the second volume, they were in a relationship, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one with them actually being in a committed relationship. All right, and then on May 10th, Zachary, Ying and the Dragon Emperor by Zhao. I probably butchered that. I tried. Is coming out, and this is a middle grade book about a Chinese American boy, I believe, who his gaming headset gets possessed by the Dragon Emperor of China, who ruled like 1,000 years ago, possibly the first emperor, and they go on a quest, kind of Yu-Gi-Oh style. I have this pre-ordered in hardback because I plan on, one, reading it for the NB book club run by Jessia. They have this as their pick for the month, and they're doing an interview with the author, and I really want to watch it and have read the book. And because it is middle grade, my eldest is 9, and I think that my kids would also really enjoy it, so that's why I got a physical copy. So I'm excited to read it both on my own and with them, and I think that is going to be a very fun story. And on May 11th, Pageant, which is Pageant number 1 by Lilith Vincent. This is the first in a dark reverse harem mafia duet, and it is very dark. If you read her Promise and Blood series, this is darker. So I am nervous, let me tell you. But basically, she was a mafia wife, I believe, and her husband was abusive, and one of the heroes killed him for her. But things didn't work out, and she's been kidnapped along with a bunch of other women to compete in this pageant, and winning is not necessarily a good thing, and they're obsessed with her, and it's very, very dark. So you should expect a lot in content warnings. I don't know the exact list, but if you don't already like really dark reverse harem mafia, by no means should you start here. Then on May 14th, The Heir Apparent by Gala, also known as Jessica Gaziella, is out, and this is her new pen name. It's not a secret. I have permission to share. And this is a royal fantasy reverse harem, and basically the main character was a distant relative of the royal family and was just living their small town life, and then there's a failed coup and the royal family is killed, and she is now queen, and she's going to have a romance with her guard, her political advisor, a foreign ambassador, and her personal palace physician. So, and there is some male-male relationships in it. Not all of the males are interactive with each other. So I am excited to see her in this new subgenre and see what she does under this pen name. Then on May 16th, That Time I Got Drunk and Needed a Love Potion at the Werewolf by Kimberly Lemming is out. I love this author. I've read both of their previously published works. This is the second or third? This is the second official book in Mead Mishaps. There is a kind of Christmas novella that's not officially counted. This should be hilarious fantasy with a cinnamon roll werewolf hero, and I cannot wait to read it. And she does all of her covers herself, and they are always stunningly gorgeous. May 24th, I have Risky, which is Adventures in Love number 2 by Aurora Reynolds. I really enjoyed the first one. This is another small town alpha romance. So it's a single mom moving back home with her parents, and she has a romance with her boss. And then lastly, on May 31st, Vengeance of a Mafia Queen by Siobhan Davis is a dark standalone mafia. Siobhan Davis is very dark, some of the darkest that I've read and still been able to enjoy, and sometimes it's crossed the line past what I can enjoy. I do believe that there's a big content warning. I believe that she is raped underage, and that is what starts off her journey to becoming a mafia queen and getting revenge on everyone and not trusting men and not needing men. So we're going to get to see a woman in power and, you know, the man that she falls for. I don't know what else on page, but she was abducted, and then it's the brother of her abductor, the one who did everything when she was 13, won't bow before her, and they have chemistry. Yeah, she's out to get revenge. So it is a standalone. I am interested, and we'll see. So that's it. Those are all my May anticipated releases. A little bit of a weirdly mixed bag this time around. A lot of my favorite authors just had releases, and I don't know about new ones that they're coming out with, but these are the ones I know about at the time of filming. So let me know any you're excited for, if you're putting any of these on your TBR. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.